Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute. Oh, I feel like I've not seen you for ages. So, thank you everybody for being with me over the weekend. I had so much fun on my weekend special. Winging it weekend special. Yeah, it was brilliant. So today I thought, because the weekend was a little bit hectic and a bit full on, it was a big project, wasn't it? I thought today we were just going to do something easy, something fun and something easy, and something that we haven't done for quite a while. I do have a few videos way back, either about a year, 18 months, 2 years, something like that. I've got some videos. I will link them down below, of us, or me, filming what we're going to be doing today. Sorry, itchy nose. So today we're going to be making some stamp labels, because over the weekend when I was making the project, I realised that I'm nearly out of clusters. I've used them all, which, you know, is good. It's brilliant that I've used them. But yeah, you know how I like to fill my stash. So we're going to be building ourselves up. We're going to be making the elements to then make the clusters. So I need some more tab clusters and page clusters and stuff like that. So yeah, we're going to be making the elements for it. So today I've got some labels. I know last time that we was playing with these labels, I had quite a few comments of people saying they couldn't find them, and that they were different in the US than what they are here. So I've got a little collection. So got some paintbrushes and got some brayer. I got a brayer, not some brayer. I have my craft labels. So all this is listed in my Amazon store. So yeah, but I have some craft labels. They're a bit big, but I still like them. And I've got a massive roll of them as well. I have my white labels as well. They're quite thin and long, but I also have, I don't know if you can you see? I don't know if you can see. On here is a load of little circles. So these are printer labels. I also have the ones that have got the rectangles on. And I have the full sheet. So just the full self-adhesive sticker sheet. Like I said, they are all listed in my Amazon store. But yeah, we're going to do some painting with some distress stains and some stamping, and we're just going to have fun. It's just going to be easy because, like I said, after the weekend, oh, look, I've just realised that fits in there. That takes up a lot less space. It's the little things. Yeah, I did, and it was a bit full on. It was a big project. That's why I did it over 3 days. So I want to be here. I want to film. So I thought, why not better than just to do something simple? So first off, we're going to start with, and I've pulled all my stamps out. I've pulled them all out. Like, yeah, they're all round me. But you don't need to have what I have. Shop your stash. Get your own stamps. Have a look through them. Like I said, if you find ones and you're like, well, I don't use those, but I really like that part of that stamp, cut it up and use that part of that stamp. There's so many stamps in one stamp, it's unreal. I don't do it to my big stamps, like my sample, my tailor-made journals, my Tim Holtz, my Heidi Swap. I don't cut those up. I cut up the ones that are a little bit less expensive. I just can't do it, and I won't do it. I can't. So what we're going to first do is we're going to do the circle stamp after I've let the dogs in, because Bert and Ernie are currently scratching at the door saying, can you let me in? Right, now what I have found with these sticker sheets is they take on paint, distress sprays and everything, and ink, like so well, really well. So I have my little plastic packaging. Let's move it over a bit. And I'm going to use a bit of weathered wood to start with. So I'm just going to give it quick shake up. Perfect. And you can spray straight onto the piece of paper if you want. It's entirely up to you. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to put a bit on there. And then I'm going to get my water spray and just dribble a bit. And I'm going to leave it. You know, normally I'll swish it around. I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it like that because I want the dots. And when you put it on, they should like splurge out. So it doesn't matter if it drips. Oh, look at that. It's delicious. I'm going to quickly blast it. I mean, look at that round there. Oh, and that there. And then we've got a little bit going on here as well. It's so nice. Right, now I'm going to get my speckled egg. And this isn't the oxide. This is just the normal distress spray. And I'm just going to all over. Smidge of water. And this one I am because I'm going to smoosh it with my fingers. Look at that. Oh, wow. I'm going to pick some more up and just move it about. Yum, yum, yum. Right, I'm going to give it a blast and I'll be back. Right, so that's all dry. And I'm going to put in just a teeny weeny bit of vintage photo. Now, you can peel off the backing if you want to see the circles, but I like to keep it on because it's like a nice surprise when you come to reveal it after you've done all the stamping and the inking. So I'm just doing some splats. All over. Now remember, you're probably looking at it and thinking, it's too much. But the circles are diddy. So when you pull the backing off and you're just left with the circles, there's not that much. It's not that busy. Right, so while I put that aside for a momento, I'm going to get another sheet of labels. And the good thing is you get so many in a pack, like loads in a pack. So then I'm going to put a bit more water on this, and then I've got the rectangle. Oh, you can see it better on the back there. Look, I've got the rectangle stickers, and I'm just going to use up. Oh, I love it. I'm going to smoosh up the rest of this. Oh, look at it. Oh my gosh, it's delicious. Right, and then I'm going to take this back and just put on some bigger dabs because we don't like to waste stuff. Got to use it all. Wipe that down quickly, and then look at these. Oh, they're just so nice. Look at them. I'm just going to soak up that little bit in the middle. They're so good. I mean, right, I'm going to give these a blast and I'll be back. Look at them. Look at these. Oh, are these or this? Pick a word, Tone. Don't put them together. These. Look at these. Oh, they're so nice. Yum, yum, yum. And look at those. You'd think there was a bit of antique linen in the background there, wouldn't you? But there's not. Right, so now we have these. We are going to do some stamping. First off, I'm going to use samples, new stamps, numbers from the past. I mean, look at that. It's delicious. So let's get the stamps out. And me block. Oh, let's put that there. And I'm going to use my VersaFine Claire. Right, so the first one I'm going to go for is the 336, just because it's a nice big number. Right, now this is the bit, try not to think. Try not to think about it where you're putting your placement too much, because the whole point of it is you want a kind of a collage so that every sticker looks different. So yeah, try not, just stamp. As if there's no circle stickers on this page and it's just a plain piece of paper. And yeah, just collage, just stamp. Literally, just stamp. Anywhere you like. Right, let me get another wipe so I can clean off my stamps. And now I'm going to use the grid one. Uh-oh. The dogs are barking. Right, and now we're just going to, like I said, if you want to, take the backing off so you can see exactly where you're stamping. Perfect. And I always, every time I do this, I always go for a stage where I'm like, oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. But it's the ugly stage. You have to just burn through it. Look at these. Oh. They're so good. They're so good. Right, let's get a bit of Tim over here, shall we, as well? Don't know if we want correspondence or field notes. Let's put this one down because I love this one. Perfect. Perfect. What else shall we have? What about a couple of the... Should put some field notes down. I'm going right into my specimen at the minute. I'm back into my specimen phase. I honestly don't know where I'm stamping. I'm not going to lie. I can't see where I'm stamping. So I don't know what bit's going on what. And I quite like that. Oh, come on. Get sticky with it. Oh, I'm losing that one as well. And you can always, once you've got the majority of the stamps down, you can always, once you've taken the backing off, go back and just add, if you've got gaps and stuff like that, just go back and add. And, oh, I think I need to wash my stamps. And also, the inking of the paper, the sticker paper, does not affect the stickiness of the stickers. I don't think that one goes on there, does it? I think it goes down here. I think it goes on correspondence. That's why I can't find the gap for that. So I'm just going to put you over there for a minute, and I'm going to have another look. What have we got? Let's get out eccentric. I love this one. Let's put this one on here. Oh, I've got an itchy finger. Perfect. And now, with all these, I want some butterflies. So bear with me. I've got my little tub of my little stamps. So I'm going to get out samples, new stamps, and that one. If you saw on my Instagram, I did some collaging on some bits of paper that I had, and they turned out really cool. I absolutely love them, and I used the sample stamps for it. I mean, they're all so cool. Right, let's take all those out because you never know. And let's put that down there. See, these little ones here, they're perfect for filling in the small gaps once you've took the backing off. Do you know what? I'm gonna use this. This is the script background stamp, and I'm just gonna. Shall I do it in black or shall I? No. I'm just going to randomly I've not stamped all of it. As you can see, there's a gap there, there's a gap there, there's a gap there. And then I'm just going to oh my. Right, I'm just randomly stamping. Let's do this bit down here. Oh, yes. I love this. I love stamping. I love collaging. I love stamping. Right, what else have we got? We got the bees. Let's have the butterfly. Plus, I absolutely adore that collage with the postcard and the tape measure. Oh, love it. So let's get our big stamp block, and it doesn't quite fit, but that's fine. And again, I'm just going to randomly stamp let's do a bit. Let's do a bit here. That'll do. I'm not pressing completely because I don't want the whole stamp. Excuse me. Right, now let's do the word fly. Let's put that about, shall we? Maybe there. Maybe there. I don't know if there's a circle there. It's so busy I literally can't see. There's a gap there. Down there. Over there. That'll do. Right, I think that is busy enough. Right, I've got my moth study. So I'm going to put... because these... I know it looks crazy, but trust the process. Right, I think that will do for that, because I've got some others that I want to show you. So let's put that up there for now. And now, well, first off, I'm going to give it a blast, and then we're going to take off the backing and have a look at the stickers. Are you ready? Are you ready? Drum roll! This bit always makes me... Oh! Bear with me. Well, that was a little bit of a disaster. But hey ho, we're all tidy now. Right, so let's do the reveal. What is going on today? Everything is just tumbling over. Right, I think it might be easier to peel it back from this way. That's it. Right, now you might have to just, like that one, look, hold some of them, and that one, and that one. Just hold some of them down as you peel it off. Oh my gosh! Look at them already! Oh, wow. This is what I mean by don't worry about your stamping, just stamp. Just have fun. There we go. Yep. Sometimes you've got to hold it down because, I mean, and you could keep that. You could do as, like, use bits of it, but I'm not going to. And now look at these. I mean, how cool are they? Just for like a texture, an element in the background. They're just, I mean, look at that one. That one there. It says fly. And then that one. And then that one. Oh, they're just, look at that one with a little bit. I love them. I absolutely love them. Right, so let's make another one. Should we make another one? Yeah, let's make another one. Right, so this time I'm going to use the rectangles, and I'm going to use the one we mopped up all the vintage photo with. And I'm going to do this one a bit different. This one, I am going to be precise. So I just want to take the backing off. Come on. Because I want just, I want to know where I'm stamping on this one. There we go. Already they look so cool. I mean, you could just leave them like that. I'm not going to lie. You really could. I mean, how cool do they look just on their own as a sticker, as an element, a colour, as part of a cluster? You literally could just leave them as they are. We're not going to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down the middle, hopefully straight. I mean, it doesn't really matter if it's straight, as long as I don't chop off a corner of one of the labels. Stop bending. That's when I go wrong. Right, so we have our strips. And now, I don't know if you remember, let's put those up there. But I had a stamp set that I got from Amazon It was just a cheap one, and I think I showed it the other day. It was just a load of these labels, and I cut the words out. I think I told you in my previous video. So here's all the stamps that I have cut up. I know. And I have a small label there. I have a square label, another one. Then I have one with stitching, one without, a longer one, a short stubby one. I think them two are the same size, and I think that one is the same size. And I have a round one, which I am a little bit tempted. I'm going to do it. I'm not a little bit tempted. So as you can, this is like a keyring stamp. Can you see it? It's got like a tag stamp. I don't want that. So I'm just going to cut that little bit off. But I might keep that because it will be good as an element. And then I just have a round stamp, which suits me just fine. Right, so what I'm going to do is... Right, so we only need one of those. They're different ones. One's thicker than the other. So firstly, I am just going to get my labels. And I'm just going to stamp them in different places. On the label, just randomly, and I just want to check. That will fit, but it's a little bit too big. Right, so I found it. I've got the other one. It's a bit longer. So now I want to make like a little label collage. So I'm just going to stamp this one kind of over the top of the other label, just like that. Now, bear with me. I'm going to do the same down there. And then I'm going to get my little biddy diddy one. And do exactly the same. And now I'm going to get my medium sized and just like that. So that's the label part done. And it's a little bit, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to cut them in half because I've probably chopped off a bit of, I have. Oh, goodness, look. What is wrong with me? All right, let's just straighten that up. It doesn't matter because that bit might be tucked under somewhere, so it's going to be a little bit easier. I'm just going to try and manipulate the paper so it lays a bit more flat. Right, so now this is where we get all our little stamps. So I've got one of these, so I just want to, I'm going to put that one there, and then on the end there, and then we have, you know, the words from the Kathy Holden stamp set, wrong way round, that we cut up, that big stamp that was lots of words. So this is one of them. So I'm just going to put that in there. Look at that. And then I might want to put it up here. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then what I want to do is, where's my little, there it is. Right. So just going to put some lines on that. And then maybe we want some numbers. So maybe we could just use that. Let's put this in there and maybe there. And then what have we got in here? Use this Tim Holtz one, and I'm just going to do the last 4, and then I'm going to put that there like that. I love it. Right, so let's clean that up. And then let's try and get the 5-2. And then we'll put that there. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. How cool do these look? I love doing this. I love it. And then I do have, I've got some, I've got some texture stamps. So I have this one that I've cut up. So just gonna, and then just over the top, just a little bit of texture like that. And then again, over, I like doing it, maybe you'll be able to see, I like doing it over what I've already stamped. But this one is a little bit too big. However, I do love this stamp. Little bit there. Oh, look at that. Lovely. Look at that. Yes, yes, yes. And I don't know where my texture stamps have gone, but we have this one. So let's put that up there. Look at that. And then let's put it down there. And then maybe in there. Perfect. Perfect. Right, now I'm going to go through my little stamps and see what I've got to finish these off. Right, so I have pulled out some little stamps and I have got my sample stamps back, and I've noticed there's a figure 104, which I think would look proper cute in here. And then maybe also just on that line there. Again, I'm not being too controlled in what I do or where I stamp. So these stamps here, it was just a real cheap set off of Amazon, and it came with like stamped clusters. So as you can see, I didn't like them. So it was like all kinds of things like that. So I cut them up and I kept the bits like the numbers and textures and stuff like that. I kept the bits of the stamp that I liked, Like, as you can see, look, there's a little number there, which would, and they're sticky. So let's make sure. Yep, we've got it round the right way. So this would go perfect just there. And on here as well. Look at that. Doesn't matter that it's wonky. I don't care. And now, I can't believe I have lost my favourite texture stamp. It was a cheap and nasty stamp off of a cheap stamp set. I've lost it. Ah, I'm wounded. I'm going to have to find it. See, that's what happens with me because that's what I do. That's what I do. I just lose everything. Right, let's do some of this. And just put some textures. Oh, look at that. They're so cool. They're so cool. And then I might put a little butterfly. The odd butterfly. Let's put one on there. Look at that. Let's put one on here. And shall we put one on there? I mean, how cool do they look? Do you know what they look like? They look like they're already a rubber stamp, if that makes sense. Can you hear that? That's my ice machine on my fridge. It's like, yes, hello, we know you're there. That's a cool little number as well, but I'm not too sure I want to use that. See, I like all that on there. And if I hadn't put that there, I could have put all that there. But I could put it, no. I kind of like, that needs something else. What does that need? I think this here. Right, let me test it. Because I've cut them, I can never tell which way round they are because I just stuck them back on the foam. Right, so if I stamp it like that, I'm going to get that. So what I want to do is I want to take off this line and this line. Right, and I'm just going to stamp this there like that. See? It's so cool. I love it. That makes me want to cut off that line there now. I don't want that line there. What else have we got? Let's see what else we've got. I know what's wrong with me. It's because I want the texture stamp. Yes. Oh. Look at that. Right, so now I'm going to use my favourite clippable stamps. And I like to use the numbers and I don't know why. I think it's because they use it. Oh, that's the big one. I don't know if I want to use the big one. They use it on, here it is. They use it on one of the stamps, the postal stamps, So, and I just like it. I don't know why. I just like it. I think it just makes it, if I just put it down, look how cool that looks. Just by putting an R on it. I don't know why. I just love it. And maybe, should we try a bigger R? Should we put a bigger R on? I mean, look at that. How cool is that? And I will, the stamp set that I cut up, I will list. I will put a link in the description box. And yeah, I think it was about £5 or something. So I didn't mind cutting it up. Plus, I got so many stamps out of that one stamp set. And I'll put a 3 on there. And then a 3 up there. And then I want to do an 8. Put an 8 there. And an 8 there. And there you have your stamped collages. How cool are they? They're so cool. I love them. And that's just by going through your stamps, getting out all your stamps, anything. I mean, they're awesome. So we've got those. We have our circle ones that I seem to have misplaced. Right, so we've got the circle ones. I found them. And like I said, if you want to, you can go back in with your stamps and put a little extra stamping in it if you want to. Keep dipping my finger in the ink. Right, let's see what else we've got. They seem pretty jam-packed. Let's put can you hear my stomach? I hope you can't. It keeps going. Let's put a 2 in there. There we go. Let's put them back. And we have some of the plain ones that we're just going to use as background colours. And we have some of the stamping ones, which I absolutely adore. And then we have the round ones too. I mean, that's a pretty good element stash, don't you think? Look at what we've done. I don't know how long this video is. To be honest, I'm at a point now where I'm past caring. It is going to be a long one. I think you can just guess it's going to be a long one if it's coming from me. So, saying that, there's one thing. There's something else I just want to show you. So let's put those aside for the minute. In fact, where's my... Let's get one of my clips and... clip them all together so we don't lose them because, well, we know what I'm like. Right, so these ones, I was watching on Instagram. I've been following her for about 4 or 5 years. I love her work. She's so inspirational. Mima Molina. Yeah, Mima Molina. She's on Instagram. I believe she's on here as well. I will tag all her socials in the description box down below. Her journals. her art, it's art journaling, and it is absolutely stunning. So I was watching her, having a look at her Instagram, and she did these like just got some watercolors and did some painted shapes, some like brush marks and stuff, which I thought, yeah, that's so cool. So I've got some of the circles and some of the rectangles, and I'm going to take the backing off, and then we're going to use our Distress Stains acrylic block and just make some patterns on these stickers. Right, so we have pulled the background off. We've got the rectangle and the circles. We're going to do the circles first. I'm just going to put the rectangles up there for now. And what we're going to do is we're just going to use our acrylic block as kind of a palette. We're going to be using, and this, what I love about this is you can colour coordinate it however you like. So first off, I'm going to use the Ice Spruce Distress Stain, and I'm just going to squeeze a load out. And then I'm going to get a flat brush, and this is one of the Monte Marte, and it's number 10. So I just got it from TK Maxx in a pack. And then I'm just going to just draw a circle. Just like that. That's it. I'm going to give it a quick blast. And now that's all dry. And there we have perfect. We don't want it to be perfect. We want it to look like it's been painted. Because it's another element on our clusters, which is just so cool. And you can also stamp over these as well. So we're not only going to do circles, we're going to do some lines as well. And then again, and then I'm going to give them a blast. Right, so now I am going to use pumice stone, but I'm not going to use this. I'm just going to dip it in. Let me take this little widget off. That's better. Just dab it on your acrylic block and do the same. We're just going to paint round. And just do shapes, any kind of shape. It really doesn't matter. And then I'm gonna get my little splatter brush. I'm gonna get a bit more ink. Let's just use up all the ink on my brush. And then we're gonna do some splats. And yeah, it's gone on to the others, but that's fine. There we go. And I'm just going to dry these and then I'll be back. There you go. Look at those. How cool are they? Just for another element. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing at the minute is we're working our way up to the clusters. The clusters we're going to make on Friday. So today's and Wednesday's video is going to be all about the elements that we're going to be using in Friday's video. So this is your homework. Go off and make some stamped and some painted. You don't have to use distress inks. You can use your, if you've got watercolours, use watercolours. If you've got watercolour pencils, if you've got the Neo Colours by Caran d'Ache, any watercolour pastels. Like I said, gouache, acrylic, water it down and use it so you get a nice watercolour effect. You can also use your ink pads as well. If you haven't got the sprays, that's fine. Just get your ink pad, smoosh it down on a bit of plastic. You've seen me do it loads of times. Spray it with some water and use that. So yeah, you don't need to use the distress stains. Go through your stash, have a look and see what you've got. Choose your colour theme. And then do yourself some mark making. Right, so we have one sheet left. And, right, first off, I've still got a load of speckled egg on my brush. So, I'm not wasting it. I'm just going over a whole sheet of rectangle labels. Right, so I'm going to pat it down in the speckled egg and I'm just going to do I think there's some other colours mixing in with the speckled egg, which is why it looks a bit green, well, browny, I guess. I think there's a bit of vintage photo still on my brush. And I'm just going to do that. And then on some of them, I'm going to go lengthways and just go and do some lines across. And then I'm going to do some lines going down. And then I'm going to do 2 painted squares. The same as what you do, you know, when you're swatching your watercolours. So just like that. And then I'm going to do some more lines. Look at that. I love it. And we still have some ink left over. So we'll be able to use that on the others. Right, I'm going to give these a quick blast and I'll be back. Right, so there we are. I know you're probably thinking, Toni, this video is proper random. Like, where are you going with this? But trust me, it will all make sense on Friday. It will literally all make sense. So we now have some elements for the clusters that we're going to make. So these, we have some stamped clusters, which I absolutely love. Then we have some random texture clusters. We have some collage labels, which I love. We have some texture labels. We have a couple of sheets of those. And I also have some coloured ones, some more textured ones just there. Then I also used up the rest and made 2 sheets of coloured labels, which you can stamp on. Let's straighten it out. I do hate curly paper. Yeah, which you can also do some collage stamping on as well. And then in the beginning, when I showed you the roll of labels, so I've just cut a load off, and there's one. Look at that. How cool is that? I mean, I just love it. I absolutely love it. And it's just a few stamps. And then this is one of the labels that I painted with the speckled egg and just did some stamping over the top. And again, I was just playing with these. I have some other just plain blue, have some splatter, and then I have also been doing some marks as well on the long ones. And then I think these ones are plain. Yeah, they're just some plain ones. So we have tons and tons of elements to use in our clusters. Plus, these are great to use on pages as well. They're not just on your clusters, but like, you know, when you're doing a collage, the page inserts that we did, these would be brilliant. They would be brilliant on those page inserts. Just another layer, another texture. Absolutely brilliant. It's the same as I got some tracing paper, vellum, whatever you want to call it, and I got my stays on and I did a load of stamping and then I just splattered it. I mean, how cool does that look? But when you think about it, if I was to... Right, let's do a little example for you. So I have... No, they're a bit small. These are a bit big as well. But we'll go with it. We'll just go with it. So these are just some tags that I had from Heidi Swap. And then I'm going to get some of my cheesecloth. I'm going to get my stapler, my teeny attacher, excuse me. And I'm going to get some coffee dyed paper. And some music paper, right? And then all I'm going to do So I'm giving you a little sneak peek here, you see. I'm just going to cut, I only want the music bits. So I'm I'm going to keep these bits because I will use those for something else. And then look at this. Oh, you know how much I love this sheet, the crease sheet. It's just so beautiful. But and then I want to rip off the top. So I'm going to put that. Let's move those bits out of the way. And then what I'm going to do is I want an element. So you don't have to cut these up. You can use these as one, but I want to cut them up. So that I want going down there. And then I want one of these. I'm going to use this one. And this, I'm going to get a bit of cheesecloth. And I'm going to use the antique linen. And I'm just going to, before I stick it down, I just want to pull it apart a bit. And we're going to put a bit down there. And then we're going to put that over the top. And then we're going to get our teeny attacher. And we're going to put one there and one down there. And there we have a real quick cluster using the elements that we made today. See what I mean? That it's, you can use anything. And I love that. I absolutely love that. How cool is that? And if you wanted to, you could even get another bit of cheesecloth and just put it off the back, just like that. How cool would that be? Absolutely brilliant. Then you get that. And you could even go a step further and use one of these. Let's see. So let's put this just coming off the edge there. Cut along. And then put this down here. And I feel like I need to break it up. So I'm going to put another I'm just going to put that there, and I'm going to rip a little bit off the top here. And then I'm just going to cross over that staple, and then look at that. We have a cluster tag. And you could always get your stamps. And then just put a stamp up there. I love this one from the Teeny Toadstools. And there you go. You've got a quick tag. I mean, that was just, I wasn't going to do that. That was a spur of the minute thing. So I look at the state of my fingers, they're all inky. And there you have a quick tag using all the elements that we have made. So yeah, trust the process. Do your, if you want to join along with me on Friday, then go and get your labels. Get your labels, get them stamped and inked up. Choose your colour, what colour combo you want to go with. And yeah, and then we'll be back on Wednesday with another element we're going to use on our clusters. And it's going to be like some vintage ephemera kind of thing, like book pages and stuff like that. So thank you all for being here. I hope you had lots of fun. I know it does seem really random, but we're building our stash. And, you know, I love to build my stash. So yeah, so thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. If you've got any questions, leave them down in the comments below and I will answer as best I can. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified, because yeah, we're going on another little journey this week. It's not like a little mini series, but yeah, the Monday Wednesday video is going to lead up to Friday videos. So if you want to craft along with me, which I absolutely love it when you craft along with me, do your homework. Don't make me give you detention now. Yes, get your homework done, get your labels and get stamping, get inking, get painting, and most of all, the most important part, have fun. Have lots of fun. And I'll see you all on Wednesday. Take care, everybody, and happy crafting. Bye.